It's Klayton, aka Celldweller, in collaboration with Vintage King. And today I'm going to show you the Pittsburgh Modular Lifeforms 201. So my very first modular system was from Pittsburgh Modular, and it was the Foundations. I learned how to patch and how to actually create modular patches on that foundation system, and then that was the crack. The first hit was free, and from then on, I couldn't stop. There's a lot of power packed into the Lifeforms 201, and you can make a lot of great sounds with just this little compact thing and not have to go anywhere else. The other beautiful thing about these smaller systems that are starting to come out is that they are affordable, and I think that was another part of the intimidation that I've heard from people that wanted to get into modular synths was, oh, it costs too much money. It's becoming much more affordable, as much as you would pay for a lot of other software and other things you would want to buy. So with just one little system like this, you can make great sounds that are hard to replicate or duplicate in the box. I've used a lot of Pittsburgh's modules on music that I've made, and on my Black Star album, which was a score I did for a novel that I had written, the song called Lost Treasures is primarily my foundation system. It's two Pittsburgh oscillators. It's the filter that I love. I love the filter. So if you want to hear a piece of music that was created on a Pittsburgh system, look up Lost Treasures on YouTube, Spotify, wherever you go. So I love making sound for sound's sake, but I really do love making music. And you can do that really well with this new KB1, which is the keyboard. Really powerful, has a lot of flexibility, and is great for creating music. And I created a little demo that we're going to listen to right now, and I'll explain a little bit of what I did. So I'm right now just using the arpeggiator that's built in here, and you simply just put this in arpeggiator mode, hold down some notes, and it will actually start to arpeggiate all by itself. For starters, the filter sounds great. The other great thing is because there's a lot of patch points here, I can grab patch cables and I'd say, well, instead of the low pass filter, which is hardwired to your output, I want to intercept that and actually use the bandpass. So I can take the output of the bandpass, break that normal, go in here, and now I've got a bandpass. It sounds very different. And the same thing for high pass. But I do love the sound of a nice low pass filter, so I'm going to leave that on for the rest of this demo. So I can create an arpeggiator and it will arpeggiate, and then if I put this in keyboard mode over here, I can actually transpose the notes as it's playing back. So now what you're hearing here is primarily one oscillator, and you've got a 4-channel mixer here, and what's pretty awesome about that is that the outputs of the 2 oscillators are wired to this mixer, and so I can mix in other signals. In fact, I am taking other waveforms from the second oscillator and bringing them into the mixer because I want some different waveforms from the second oscillator. So I'm mixing 2 oscillators together, and you're hearing just one, and listen what happens when I start dialing in the other oscillators, especially the sub. So that sounds pretty amazing. But I don't want to sit here and use all my hands to tweak every feature of this as the patch is kind of playing itself. So what I want to do is kind of free up one of my hands from modulating the filter, and there's a couple of ways I can do that. And one way that I found really cool with this is these presets over here, this preset section. And what it does is it will allow you to send out the preset output CV values associated to these 4 knobs. and in various orders. So right now I have it off. So you'll see when I'm playing the transport, those lights are not moving. But if I change the mode, let's put it in forward mode, you'll see these step in order forward. I can put it in reverse. And then my favorite of all of the modes, always, is random. Where I end up having the most fun is putting the preset mode in random and letting it randomly choose what values it's cutting off the filter. And therefore you'll hear the pattern musically will repeat over and over again, but the filter will constantly change. You can take something simple like that, throw a little beat under it, and there is the beginnings of a track. Something like this. That was just an example of what this small little modular system can do to make such a big sound. And there's way more that you can do with this that I don't have time to get into in this video. You can check it out for yourself. Just head over to vintageking.com and they'll get one on your doorstep right away. If you end up getting a Lifeforms 201 or already have some modular gear, I'd love to see your videos. So if you have some cool compositions you've made, post the links below in the comments. So if you want to see more videos of me getting cool stuff from Vintage King, and I get to play with them while you get to hear them and see them, save this playlist, keep checking back in. Until then, this is Klayton signing off.